Robert Mugabe, the former president of Zimbabwe, has died at the age of 95. Mugabe was at the centre of his country's struggle for independence and became its first prime minister in 1980, before becoming president 7 years later. His reputation as a hero of the independence movement was overshadowed, though, by the corruption and human rights abuses which marred his time in power, and his policies caused the collapse of Zimbabwe's economy. He was forced from office by his own party in 2017. Shingai Nyoka looks back at his life.
The liberator who turned into a tyrant, the man who destroyed a promising country through his determination to cling on to power.
He was once Zimbabwe's liberator, leading a war against white minority rule.
As a boy, he herded cattle and grew to resent the white man who owned the land of Rhodesia. He became the leader of guerrillas fighting white minority rule in Rhodesia in the 1970s. In the 60s, the colonial power had jailed him for a decade for opposing white rule. He'd not been allowed to attend his 3-year-old son's funeral, and he never forgave the British.
Robert Mugabe, a teacher turned activist, emerged from prison.
We started the war in order to get our country, and we haven't got our country.
They did get their country at Lancaster House in London in 1979.
In 1980, Britain finally let go. Rhodesia became Zimbabwe.
I, Robert Gabriel Mugabe, do swear that I will be faithful to Zimbabwe.
By now, his wife Grace, 41 years his junior, had emerged as a political player. A new generation demanded Mugabe go.
It's time for you to resign. It's time for you to step down.
Many will remember him as a gifted orator who liberated Zimbabwe